Okay, with ZZZ's release, it's basically confirmed that Hoyoverse's release schedules are lining up to take all of your time and money. Your money is now Hoyoverse's money. Okay, let's see then. Let's find out. Is it true? Is it true that Hoyoverse will take your money and your wife and your kids and all your legacy? Okay, let's investigate. Hoyoverse plan to dominate the gacha space. Okay, so updates every other week if you play all 3 of their flagship global games. Just don't play all 3 of their games. Just don't play. Like what? Hoyoverse is evil? What is this nonsense? Who is holding a... Hoyoverse is not holding a gun to your head saying, hey, you gotta play all 3 of the games or else we're gonna shoot your wife and your kids. Like, what is this nonsense? What is this entitled BS I'm looking at? Hoyo kill your father? Wait, really? Your father? Oh my god. Okay, updates every other week if you play. Wednesday, Zenless Zone version release. Okay. Genshin Impact version release. Wait, is this true? So we got 1 week break. You're a hostage. You're a hostage, eh? They hold your dog a hostage. They have your grandma? Okay, cool. Call the police then. So ZZ is going to be here. And then 1 week break. And then Genshin, new version. And then 1 week break. And then Honkai Star Rail, new version. So this is the cycle, is it? This feels like a crackpot theory material. These people are delusional. They kick your dog. How did they kick your dog? How did Hoyoverse kick your dog? Hoyoverse is the company. Why would they kick your dog? Hoyo drones are about to get milk. I guess it's interesting. So it's always 1 week gap. 1 week gap, 1 week gap, 1 week gap. Okay. So Honkai Star Rail, 60 million. Genshin Impact, 38 million. So where do you guys see ZZZ? Where do you guys see ZZZ in the equation, right? So right now, Honkai Star Rail currently is earning about 60 million, right? Genshin Impact is currently earning about 38 million. Let's just sum that up to 40 million, right? Genshin Impact is an established game. The IP is like super established at this point. This is insane. It's quite insane, eh? Genshin Impact still earns that much after so many years. I'm guessing ZZZ is gonna... Do you guys think ZZZ will earn less than Genshin? Even if ZZZ earns 20, right? 20, 25, I think he already won. 15 million, really? Only 15? I don't know. This is why you don't go do drugs. You're gonna end up like the one who posted this. 10 million? You think ZZZ is gonna earn 10? I don't think it's gonna earn 10 million. I think it's gonna earn way more. Because I've seen some content creators. I follow a lot of... I don't know about you guys, but I don't really just follow like gacha creators from the global space. I actually follow a lot of Korean content creators. A lot of Korean content creators that I see, they whale like crazy in this game. Way more than 10 million. It has to be way more than 10 million. Even 10 million will probably still be profitable for them. Huh. ZZ gets a lot of revenue from China. From China. Yeah, this one we're talking about global specifically, right? But it's always going to be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting perspective, right? But for me, it's like... Yeah, I mean... Eventually, they're going to release more and more games. And Hoyoverse is dominating the market. And I'm glad that something like Wuthering Waves is coming out now. And hopefully in the future, we get Arknight's Anfield, Azure Promilia, Project Mugen. And hopefully those games are able to compete as well. Because like, I think it's a good thing. Because it pushes games to want to strive to be better. It does push the mobile game industry as a whole. Like before Genshin came out, there wasn't anything like that is like... Do you guys still remember the era of Flappy Bird? Every game on the Play Store, I saw Flappy Bird become famous. And when Flappy Bird came out, everyone tried to copy Flappy Bird. I saw something similar. I played something similar to Flappy Bird because Flappy Bird after that, you cannot download anymore. They removed from the Play Store. And then I remember I downloaded a game similar to Flappy Bird, but it's a burger. the burger can fly around the sky. You tap the burger to fly around. Everybody try to copy Flappy Bird. So hopefully, you know, we get more companies trying to copy or replicate. But to be fair, like Flappy Bird is quite easy to copy, right? Like because it's made by one guy, I believe, right? But probably harder to copy like a AAA Genshin, Honkai Star Rail kind of standard. But hopefully that will be able to push more companies to do something like, you know, something crazy, something innovative, right? The first one's around 30 million, but I think later they will earn less than Genshin. Not a lot of companies have the funds on MiHoYo though. But MiHoYo didn't have much funds when they first made Genshin as well, right? Like, and you don't need to have funds like MiHoYo, right? Look at Nikkei. Before Shift Up, okay, look at Shift Up before Nikkei. Remember Shift Up before Nikkei, who do they have? They have the Destiny Child. And then they make Nikkei. And then Nikkei was so good, and then they make Stellar Blade, right? Try and look at this pattern, right? A lot of these companies that they first are small, I think it's not that difficult. Look at Brown Dust. I think the always is a bit more complex. They are bigger around, but when they make Brown Dust back then, and then now they make Brown Dust 2. Brown Dust 2. Look at Yostar, right? Back then it was something else, and then they make Azulane, and then Arknights, and then Arknights Anfield. I think every company will eventually expand. They just got to push themselves. Look at I was about to say Crunchyroll, but I can't think of a I don't want to bring up Princess Connect, okay? It's gonna hurt somebody's feelings in the chat. I don't want to hurt people's feelings in the chat, alright? Snowflake is getting hurt by Princess Connect, Crunchyroll hater. Let me bring something up. Look at Epic 7. Look at Epic 7. Epic 7, after that they make Outer Plane, the killer. And then after that, they are going to make one more game. There's one more game, I forgot the title. There's one more game that's similar to Epic 7. That one might be the killer. I already heard you. I didn't do anything, okay? It was Crunchyroll. I'm just here to talk about it. Outer Plane sucks. Okay, wait for the next one then. Wait for the next one, right? Hoyo had COVID buff. Well, a lot of games have COVID buff, right? Even during that, Among Us had COVID buff, right? Cookie Run. I'm not familiar with Cookie Run. Bigger companies like Sony, Ubisoft gonna start getting into the gacha market. That would be nice. Hoyo had Nintendo buff. Nintendo sort of like, look at Uma Musume, right? And Sai Games as well. So I do think that a lot of these companies are going to constantly push and, you know, make more stuff. And I actually like it. I think it's good for us as gamers. We get high quality games. Sure, you might not, maybe you like gacha games, maybe you don't like, I don't know, depends on you, right? But for me, it's like, as long as we are getting like better quality games, that's all that matters. It's good to see all of this competition, right? So you get companies that strive to want to be better. This felt pretty obvious, even more so the moment the release date was announced. It was evident that the moment Honkai Star Rail schedule sync up nicely with Honkai Impacted and Genshin. And in my opinion, literally any gacha game company would have done the same thing if they got their hands on the FU Genshin money. Infinite glitch. At least people figure it out finally. Now we wait till they figure out that when they fight over which Hoyoverse game is better and made the most money, Hoyoverse laughs at them. Before WoWa, Genshin and Honkai Star Rail fandom are battling each other. Who's the best game? While Hoyoverse is just there counting their fortune. That's true. That's so true, man. But now that Wuthering is out, we'll see like a different perspective, you know? Rayman Gacha is competing with Reverse 1999 and sucks. Reverse 1999, wait, what? You don't think ZZ is pushing any genre? It is though. ZZ is so good. It's the killer. It's the killer, alright? Whether you like it or not, you can hate it all you want, alright? You're just a hater. Hate it all you want. And be the hater that you are, but it shall succeed. Rip those who also play Honkai Impacted. Genshin and Star Rail update is going to be on Wednesdays. ZZZ and Honkai Impacted update is going to be on Thursdays. Zenless Zone Zero and Honkai Impacted are spaced out by 3 weeks, so if you are only in it for the combat ARPGs and ignore Genshin and Star Rail, then you get a new update every 3 weeks. Honkai Impacted is also being brought under Cognosphere umbrella Publishing global under Singapore. Starting from July 25th, so Honkai Impacted already fits into the release calendar. They will probably add S-Star with Heaven 3 weeks from Genshin and then need a complementary game for Star Rail to completely fill out the calendar and have a game update every week. Of course, rest in peace to those who plan on playing everything. Animal Crossing isn't my jam, so at least I am safe from S-Star with. Yeah, that's the upcoming Hoyoverse game, right? We haven't heard much about it or haven't seen much about it. But yeah, I play all 4. Honkai Star Rail is the fastest and easiest to clear daily since you can AFK and auto battle. Genshin just needs to condense resin and run domains. ZZ from my observation takes like 4 runs plus 1 coffee to clear stamina. Honkai Impacted takes a lot of time since there's a lot of weekly stuff you had to accomplish. I'm not shielding, I'm just sharing my experience playing all 4. Stories and events are the one that takes a lot of time. I work 54 hours per week. 54 hours per week, but just needed to balance more of my time. In other words, games play you instead. Interesting. So yeah, if you guys are picking up ZZZ alongside with your Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail, that's a lot of gachas, man. That's a lot of gachas. But to be fair, Honkai Star Rail is not a high investment game, and I doubt ZZZ would be either. Now if you play Wuthering, good luck.